Previously on Cloudy with a slight chance of dragons. Our heroes were climbing their way through a tunnel that was dug by a huge worm
Oh yeah.
summoned by Agratar. They made their way right near the city's walls in order to not disturb anyone within with their unsettling and very surprised presence. And right there and then, in hell, Daneland Penn, accompanied by a new and very unfortunate companion, a very much tortured guard, made his way to the summoning ritual. They managed to trick a human wizard to summon them from hell. But in doing so, they kinda broke some things.
Broke some things.
And one of
As
those
usual.
was the tower of this young wizard. She
Collateral
unfortunately,
damage.
she unfortunately tried to stop them, or at least to make their arrival not that good for them, by summoning an archdemon. But she could not control it, and it ended up just destroying almost the whole tower in which she resided. Since the new god, the god of shadows, was not part of the All-Father's plan, he managed to get back to where he belonged, into a pantheon in heaven. But Daneland was supposed to somehow get to his friends.
Yeah, luckily I'm in the forest, and this is my just
Oh, yeah.
my ground.
Yes,
Home
But-
game.
the most important thing happened right there in the tunnel, while Agratar was grabbing himself up from the ground. He saw his friends suddenly started to glow a bit shinier than usual. Both Heraclius and Mukhtar managed to please the Old Father with their weird shenanigans, and especially the flying ship. So they were granted the rightful place at his side, as it was supposed to happen. But,
Those pussies.
of course, they didn't forget about their companions, and they knew that Agratar would need help. And thus, the one thing they asked from the All-Father was to reunite Agratar and Daneland.
Yay! Like in the beginning.
Old times.
And so it happened. As they ascended to the skies to be greeted by welcome arms of the All-Father, Daneland appeared seemingly out of thin air to be greeted by his old and trustworthy companion right before the city walls. And the city's watch, to be said, were very, very surprised by what just happened before their eyes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So, here we start. Yeah, I assume it was a touching moment, and Agratar couldn't hold his tears.
We hack a bit ourselves. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Dylan, good to see you. You're still alive, I
Wow.
see.
Yeah, my old friend. I'm still alive, but I'm almost dead, actually. You see, I have a lot of wounds. I need some rest, maybe some healing.
Where are the other lads? Well, those cowards, did they flee?
Actually, I see no enemies right now. at least.
Nope.
And no other friends as well.
All you see is a big wall of a great city and couple of watchful eyes from the guards just blinking heroically at you and trying to understand who are you, what are you doing here, why did you get out of the ground, what was that shining light from the sky, and why did the elf come from?
Did they see the worm that carved dug the tunnel?
Yes, I did, but I assume you released him.
Yeah, of course. I sent him home, so
Yeah.
I patted him on his cheek and then, here you go.
All right.
Well, I I wave at the guards up there. It's a hello. You mind let us in? We are in a bit of trouble here.
The guards are staring at you silently. One of them whispers to the other. You don't really understand what exactly, but Daneland, your keen elven hearing can tell you that he says,
What a freakish thing is that? It looks like a lizard, but it talks.
I just translate what I heard. I think they like you.
Oh, yeah. I know. Is this demon and kobold army on the horizon still there? Are they coming in our direction?
well, you don't see them right now.
Okay. Well, that maybe the huge cloud of no, the fog should be gone.
Maybe.
Well, how large is the wall? Can I flip a few gold coins up to the guards?
Well, you can try, yes.
Yeah, okay, I will. So, is this the strength?
Well, depends on what you want to do. If you want to just throw it in the immediate vicinity of the guards, then yes. But you risk just smacking them in the face with a pouch of gold.
Might be maybe they don't take this very well, so I try to throw the coins gently to them. So I mean, they might clatter against the wall, but maybe
Yeah.
they reach them.
That would be dexterity.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess not.
No. Just no. I'd say your strength is quite enough to throw the coins, but you actually managed to smack one in the cheek, hit another one in the eye, and the third one, as if he wanted to say something, you just threw a coin into his mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You don't mind. No offense, man. Take the coins off of you.
Yeah, the guy who just choking on the coin, he's like, oh! And his friends don't really understand what's happening right now, but they're very much not pleased by that. One of them loads his crossbow and points at you. What do you do?
I raised my arms. No. I meant no offense. I'm sorry. Tell them I'm sorry. I think they are confused.
My friend is sorry, guys.
The one who was
They
choking
seek
on
no
the coin.
troubles.
Yeah, the one who was choking on the coin finally buffs it up like a. They tried to kill us with gold. What kind of perverts are these?
Gold kills.
They all load their crossbows, point at you, and one of them says, I don't know what game you're playing here, but we won't allow you to mock us. If you want, just Leave this instant, we're going to fire.
I think they
Okay.
don't like us even more.
Yeah,
Maybe
they don't like us.
maybe
Maybe we
let's
can just back up
yeah,
and
let's
think
go
of some plan.
around. Let's go around like maybe we find another gate
Yeah.
with
Okay,
nicer
we are
guys.
leaving.
See ya.
Okay, as you're just starting to back up, you look at the guards carefully in order to not miss anything because they have loaded crossbows.
Yeah.
And you look at them, and one of them just stops, lowers his crossbow, looks a bit away, and he starts to change in face. You don't really understand what happened here, but you are definitely sure that he saw something very frightening. When you turn your head around and you look the same way, you see at least 90 imps in heavy armor marching towards the city. One of the guards screams, the other one grabs the bell, the third one just tries to fire his crossbow at them. To no, of course, win inside. So what do?
How far they are
Well,
from us?
at least 500 meters right now. You can see them because it's just open field.
Yeah, and a huge dust cloud. Maybe.
Mhm. Can we just try to run to another gate? Just
Well,
very,
this
very
gate-
quickly.
Yes. This gate is not that difficult to try to get into because right now those guys are panicking. One of them is ringing a bell, and the other one is trying to reload the crossbow, and the third one just ran down the stairs, probably to try to alert everyone.
So they're too busy right now, right?
Yes, right now they are.
Maybe we shouldn't, at least for the moment, we shouldn't try to force our way in. Maybe they, might be annoyed even more. Maybe we should knock. Hammer against the gate.
I think we are usually eat the gate, right? But this is not the case. So let's think about something else.
Okay.
Okay, we can try to knock, but I don't think anyone can open it.
Yeah.
You can try to knock it.
As
and,
you're standing there, just thinking about what to do, of course, imps do not stop. They march forwards. They don't really care to have any speed to their movement. They just know that they're more powerful than most of any city guards. So they're just marching in as if they can't be stopped by anything.
Yeah. What is the height of the gate? Can we just use a rope?
Grappling hook or so, yeah.
And rope and tighten it to my maybe
I'm glad
a
you
rope.
asked. Yes, I'm glad you asked. So the castle is quite sturdy. The walls are about 50 meters high.
Oh, that big. Okay.
Yeah, it's that big. And the gates themselves are about 20 meters high. Of course, there's some distance between the castle and the main land because they managed to plant some fortifications right near the walls. There's some water running, and of course in the water there's something, you're not sure what, but it's probably not very happy to greet anyone within those waters. So the only way into the castle would be through the gate that should be lowered. But right now, I assume that nobody would try to lower the gate.
So the city is on the coast.
Yes, it is on the coast.
Oh, okay. Ah,
And we have only plains around, no forest, no any cover.
No.
especially
Okay.
maybe
In
the
fact,
inns with
in
seals.
fact, the castle and the city within are on a slightly elevated hill, so it would be a great position to defend.
Yeah, if we would be in there.
Yes.
What do I have here? But maybe maybe we should try to get on the walls with a rope and a grappling hook, because they seem far too busy to open us the gate, even if they wanted to.
As you start to speak about that, the whole wall starts crawling with guards. Most of them have already loaded their crossbows.
Oh,
And the imp guards with heavy armor, they already crossed at least 100 meters while you were talking. So they are now at 400 or so.
yeah.
Okay, I tied a rope to my arrow and trying to shoot it, so it's stuck into the gate.
In the gate.
We can climb it, yeah, to the gate, to the upper part of the gate. So, we
So
can climb up.
the gate is not. I thought the gate might be in the wall. So.
No,
yes.
it's some kind of lowering bridge. It
Yes,
should be.
it's a
so
lowering
I can
bridge,
fire
yes.
it. Yeah. I assume it's wooden of
Yes,
some sort.
it is
so
wooden.
I can shoot my arrow at the top of it, and we can have some kind of rope to climb
I mean, sure.
up to the
Sure.
gate.
If you want, sure. So why are you doing that?
Yeah, we are trying to get inside
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. So are you shooting the rope?
into the safety. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be dexterity. Let's see how well you aim the shot.
Don't shoot a guard.
I hope I still have my skills with me, even
Oh,
if
I doubt
so,
he's going to
so
miss
wounded.
that much. So yeah, you can definitely shoot, and it definitely sticks. But what is the most inconvenient about this situation is that if you do it, most of the crossbowmen would look at you very funny and try to shoot you. At least if you try to climb the rope, that is. So, do you want to try to climb the rope?
I cry a shout up to the crossbow guys and
Yeah.
Help us! We will be doomed by this army.
yeah, let us in and we will help you. Please let us in fast. We will do whatever we can to help you
We
guys.
fight on your side.
They look at each other. One of them, that looks like a sergeant of some kind, stops the ruckus with the words, "Stand your ground, boys! We have some weird ruckus here. Who are you supposed to be down there? And why did you bring those guys?" And he points at the imps, of course.
We don't know where they come from. We are only tourists wandering through the lands and seeking for opportunity to make friends. Yeah. Can we be friends? I got lots of coins.
He's like,
And I have a
"What use
bow,
are the coins
and I
if
can
they're going to
shoot.
slaughter us all?
Well,
We already survived several sieges in this ship, but I don't want another one. Do you know how much I hate salty fish
every day for 6 months.
And he just looks very much angry, and you think that he has some sort of a flashback since the last siege. And he's like, we ate only the salty fish from the sea. It was awful. Yeah.
I show him some of my out of my bag. I got still this elven bread we found, and for sure I got some tasty, pretty fresh meat in my dungeon ration bag because I got lots of them.
Well,
and I show them.
more like dried meat, but
Yeah.
yes.
We will give you good meat, and I got this delicious elven bread. If you let us in, it's yours.
And also, I have my wonderful bow with me, and if you let me climb to this wall, I can shoot the army you're facing right now and kill many of them, if not all.
I juggle a bit with my hammer, not throwing it at them, but whirling it through the air so they can see that it's pretty awesome. Yeah, we
And
can
then
really
we
help you.
celebrate our victory.
Yeah, and the sergeant looks at all of this, and he says,
So why do you want to get in then? If you all two are capable to destroying this whole army, why don't you just do it?
We are
I need some
gods.
hate. I need some height to shoot. So
Oh,
I have to
so you
climb.
can't shoot from the ground, you can only shoot from our walls. How convenient is that?
It's easier to shoot from the walls. I can shoot many of them at far
Well,
from our walls.
newsflash for you, lady. Life is not fair. And life doesn't wait to give you a freaking wall. So if you want to shoot someone, then go ahead, be my guest. But if you're gonna shoot at my boys, be ready to have some back.
yeah, and as you
Okay.
look
How
back,
far they are?
as you look back at the
those
imps,
things.
they're about 150 meters away. It's not yet viable to shoot the bow at them, but still, they're getting closer.
Could I dislocate the gate? Still got one use at my on my bracelet.
Yeah, I know. You can. I mean, it's huge, yes.
Let me try to shoot him first, and be ready to do something else if I fail horribly.
Yeah.
So, you want to get close to them, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
we have to run to them.
Yeah, we can try. I'll run closer, and you stay near the gate, and be ready to do something.
I mean,
If
I
it,
think.
if it go wrong, if it goes wrong for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, if shit is going serious, I could maybe it would better to summon a large monster that could lift us up and over the gate, and could.
It's also a
protect the coast.
possibility. Yeah.
At least, I mean, if we want to sacrifice this the city, I could dislocate the gate, but maybe that wouldn't be the best idea.
You can tell me about this city because I don't know anything about it and why
yeah.
we are here still.
I mean, I got still this white wanderer thing, so yeah, you could tell us something about the city.
Well, if you get in the city, I'll certainly do.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah, true.
Okay,
True.
let's finish it
I mean,
here
it's a
and now.
city with a guard and a pretty nice wall and a gate. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, what are those imps? They're not resistant or invulnerable to any kind of damage or so.
No, They're not resistant
No.
or vulnerable to any kinds of damage. They're heavily armored. They look badass. And you presume that they are keen in knowing some simple magics because they look very trained. Yes.
Okay, I'm just running
So
a little bit
you're running
closer,
towards
just
them?
on a
Yes.
shooting
Yes,
distance.
of course. And when you get closer to them, like maybe 70 meters or something like that, and right now you can even fire your wonderful bow.
And okay, and
Okay.
can I also use a tube gun because it's more interesting for me?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
trying.
say that every weapon that you use that has reload tag on it, yes, as well as the pistol, the other things. So if it has reload, that means that your ability to just shoot at everyone would shoot actually at, I'd say, 20 of them. And if you use something that doesn't have a reload, you'll be able to shoot at 50 of them. That is,
have
if
a
you have
gun?
enough ammo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And they're heavily armored, right?
Yes.
So.
Didn't
Okay, I'm trying.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know how many hit points or how many armor they have, but I
Don't worry,
tried
they
to
have a
shoot.
lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're just imps. They should not have a lot.
Sure.
No,
Hit
they are
points.
not just.
Sure.
Those are fucking elite armored tank
Yes.
imps.
Yes.
Well, okay.
They're small enough, they're just
Yeah.
the size of a goblin, but they are ruthless. They're going to tear you apart, and when they see you, they don't blink an eye, they just keep marching.
Okay,
then
I'm using my tube gun, so
Okay.
You,
at
you
least
have a gun?
I can ignore the hammer.
Yes, yes, you totally can. And
And I'm using my quiver to make my wonderful arrows.
yes, or in this case, bullets, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Bullet bag.
let's see how many bullets do you have. Using the quiver requires wisdom.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay, you have as many as you want.
Okay.
nice.
So it should be
start.
20, right?
Yeah.
Or should I have 50, but I can shoot only 20?
You have as many as you
How
like,
this
but
works?
you can shoot only 20 of them. So you can shoot at 20 targets, but you have as many arrows as you want.
So I want 50, so I can shoot everyone in the second attempt if I have to.
Doesn't work like that. You have to roll it every time. So yeah, you have 20
Okay.
and you can shoot.
Okay, I'm shooting.
Good work. Let's see the damage.
Should I roll 20
No,
times or
no.
just one?
Just one. we won't do it like that. Not in this case. Yeah, not in
Yeah,
this case.
because previous session roll
yeah,
for
I know.
every.
There wasn't too
everyone.
much of them, so it was
Yeah.
making sense. And this time it doesn't.
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess Andrew gave all those 90 imps names and different equipment and
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, I ran almost out of all my charges on different magical items.
Yeah,
I
so
have only-
you
I
managed
believe
to
I have only
deal
one.
4 damage to 20 imps, and they are very much pissed.
Oh,
So what they're actually doing is they're forming a defensive line with a whole bunch of shields and so on, and somewhere in the back your keen elven side manages to glimpse at the imps that are trying to create some sort of a spell, something like that. So right now they look more like a Greek legion. They're closing ranks and forming a shield wall.
Oh, a phalanx.
So what do you do?
How near are they at the moment?
Right now, from where you are, it's about 50 meters, and it's about 100 from the wall.
Yeah, we should.
I'm just running back to
Yeah.
Agatha and trying to shoot again and crying to him. So it's time to do something.
Okay, okay.
I
So
think.
you running back and you're trying to shoot. So
Yeah.
they have stopped. They closed the ranks. They're trying to do something with magic at the back. So if you run away, you'll be out of range to shoot at them.
Yeah.
So do you want to run away?
No, I'm trying to stay at the maximum distance I can shoot.
Mhm.
at
Okay,
them.
okay, sure. So you're shooting at them again.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh, okay.
Let's see how many bullets do you have. Well, you
I
have three.
believe it's yeah,
Yeah, you have 3 bullets.
three
Meaning
at
you-
least.
Yeah,
At least.
meaning
At
you
least 3 of
can-
them.
you can
I'm
technically.
just shooting.
Okay,
yeah.
Nice.
Four. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
shooting 4 targets.
Yes, exactly. You managed to shoot 4 targets, and let's see the damage. 3 damage.
Wow.
Great. You've done 3
not
damage
working
to 4
For
targets.
some reason.
Not that devastating.
I mean, yeah, it's something, but still. Okay, so they're continuously doing something in the back. One of them is shouting something, and the weird withering noise starts to form in the air. Then something clings as if someone broke a mirror or a glass. You see a purplish color emanate from the back of the ranks. What do you do?
Agatha, it's your move. Try to
Um,
do something.
Yeah, I shout to you and gentlemen, come back here. I don't know what they're doing, but we have to get out of here.
Okay, I ran to Agatha.
Okay. You run towards him, and as you do, you hear, with your wonderful elven hearing, a very vile noises of things that are not of this world and are not natural in any way. You take a glimpse back and you see the purple color turned into a weird darkened shape, and it looks like a portal of a kind, and weird creatures are crawling through. So, would you roll me just 2d4?
Huh?
Yeah, just yeah, exactly. So, 4, wonderful. So 4 different kinds of demons are going to get out of a portal. So that's so you would know what enemies are you fighting. So let's go. Random enemies number 1. So it's
Ooh.
a trained group. They're definitely some elite warriors of the demon army. And let's see how many of them actually are there. And that would be 5.
Not too bad. I won't say
Yes.
anything.
Yes. So they have 6 tags. Let's see the tags. So they're intelligent, reinforced against, magical, devious, mindless doesn't make sense, magical doesn't make sense, so I rewrote 2 tags. So construct and organized, wonderful.
Oh.
So they're organized, intelligent constructs who are reinforced against. Let me see here. Oh yes. So they have They have 2 resistances and 2 magical things. So 2 resistances, type damage. They're reinforced against poison and unholy.
Oh, not too bad.
And 2 magic things they can do. Let's see. Oh, wonderful. They can commune and they can have visions. Wonderful. So that means they can relay the information along the ranks of demons, and basically those are scouts. They're specially trained scouts who can predict future or basically understand what happened in the past. And they're very much trained in all kinds of stuff revolving scouting and just plainly organizing the attack. Now we go to the second type. It's just a pathetic group, but,
but
they're
pretty
quite
hardy.
healthy. Yes, they're quite healthy. Let's see what they are. So tags for them, it's 3 tags. They're devious, amorphous, and organized. Yes, it makes sense. And let's see how many of them are there. There's 5 of them as well. So these look like hideous blobs of grayish goo. They don't form anything except vile mouths. You
Oh my
see
God.
some glimpses of eyes in there, and you just don't dare to even think how weird these things would smell, because they just went straight from hell in here. And as they move, or should I say just crawl through the ground with their amorphous, hideous bodies, they just make everything in their path wither and die. So yes, this is a second type. The third type would be a common wall. Wonderful. They're very lovely.
Yeah.
They have...
Also, the army is by far not big enough.
Yes, it's not big enough. Exactly. So they have 4 tags. They're reinforced against. They're devious. They're forceful and reinforced against. I'll just reroll that. Organized. Yes. So they're reinforced against 1 type of damage because it's a warg. There's a lot of them. They're reinforced against piercing. Wonderful.
Oh.
Arrows will do just half damage. So wonderful. Let's see how many of them are there, because warg is a bit more than a group. So maybe there's going to be not many, just 31 of them.
Oh well, we saw more.
Yes. So these guys, this actually look like some higher ranking demons, although they're not very well equipped. But the armor and the weapons they're carrying looks quite sturdy. So you think they're very much higher ranking officers in the army of demons. And the last type of enemies, but not least, I presume, is a common group of, let's see what exactly. So how many of them?
10 damage. Holy shit.
So there's 3 of them, just 3. Don't feel frightened yet. And they have 5 tags. And they are intelligent, flying, magical, forceful, and I'll reroll 1 of them.
They are very forceful.
Cautious. Yes, they're cautious. Just
I hope we have no flying enemies and we can fly away.
Well, now you have flying enemies. And these flying enemies have 2 magics on them. Let's see what magics can they do, actually. So they create... Oh. Okay, so they can create illusions and legendary objects. These are definitely flying hellraisers who are
Oh my
top
God.
command of the army. And what are they doing right now? They're forming weird constructs. They're doing it very quickly with their magics. And you see, just out of thin air, a construct of a small encampment takes place. And looks like it's a siege camp.
Yeah, I thought so.
So guys, what do you do?
What I want to ask, what is our quest at the moment?
Oh, you forgot.
Is
Okay,
Yeah, we
I'll
should kill
sure-
this monkey demon.
I'll remind you, yes. You have to go to hell to kill the demon you have released from the elven princesses.
oh
catacombs.
right, that guy.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
glad I don't know this because yet,
Yes.
because I
He
just
doesn't
came
know
from
that
hell.
before, but Agrita, when you get to safety, maybe someday, I don't know, you
Yeah.
sure will tell him all about that. But right now, you see the sergeant on the wall screaming, "Hold the ranks! Prepare the catapults! Get up all the gates! You two, down there! You still think you can do something against that?"
We could help maybe, or we get out of here. Your choice.
Ah, screw it! Lower them some ropes! We need all the able bodies we can get. It's starting to look grim.
I whispered to
Okay.
Dylan. Yeah, we've seen worse.
Sure, but just don't tell them.
Think about the loot.
So
I just
you see
run
a
for my
couple of
life.
couple of crossbowmen throw the ropes down there to you. You manage to grab on hold of them and lift yourselves up the wall. They quickly grab the ropes back in order to save everything they can, because they'll need all supplies they can get. Because right now, the city is officially sieged. You're greeted by the sergeant. He introduces himself. "Named Sergeant Promes. What are yours?"
I'm Denlon, and this is Agratar. And let me to thank you for saving our lives here.
"Well, it's a
How-
bit
how we
early
can
for
help.
thanking me, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
what sort of freak show is that? Look at those grease blobs. What
I
are
know.
those, anyway?"
Might be hell spawn. Maybe.
"What do we do to hell? I thought most of the people who lived in this city ended up in hell, and they would be lovely. Still, my duty here is to protect those loafers. So that's what I'm gonna do."
You got some mages in this fine city?
"Yeah, several.
Ah, good to hear. They look quite mighty out there.
Yeah, I don't think crossbows will do the trick. But we do have some ballistas and a couple of catapults. If, of course, you lazy lot can prepare them." And he just shouts back at his soldiers. And they're just erratically running around trying to grab the catapults and move them to the places. "You should go back to the city
okay,
center."
Agratar, is your ground here because you're a god of war.
Yeah.
I think you should inspire them all. Or anything else you can usually do in such situations.
Yeah, let's see. Funny thing is that
Yeah. Well, what happens
yeah.
is, Sergeant points you in the direction and says, "You should go to the main city. At least
Tell everyone to gather supplies and prepare for the siege. I mean, it's not our first rodeo, but still. Yes, and welcome to Erebor.
Okay, thank you, and good luck with those guys.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Um. Well. Maybe. I look with a strange face at him and say, "So, we are here to fight. We won't care for the women in the city. We will kill those bastards. That's what we came for here. We stay with you on the wall."
I doubt you can do anything useful from here, laddies. We have everything. All the supplies. All the dumbasses who can fucking finish moving the catapults.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have
Yeah.
a whole bunch of ballistas. So we'll be able to hold them down for now. At least
Okay.
I hope those flying
I
things.
say to Agratar, at least we should try to talk to someone in charge here, and then we can back if you want.
Yes, you should
help
go
them.
to Lord Willie. I mean, Williams. Don't tell him I call him Willie. He hates
Okay.
that.
Will do. Maybe he has some serious measures for us. So, yeah. Where is this Sergeant William? Lord Williams.
You can find him in the city hall. He looks a
Okay.
bit scrawny for a lord, but he always dresses fancy.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Take care, good sir.
Oh, I will. And I will take care of every loafing mudsucker here if they can't move the ballistas and the catapults. And
Well, I just say to Agratar, I think he would be okay with his approach.
Yeah.
They'll stay for a long time.
Let's go to serious business and search this lord.
Really.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get into the center of the city. Most of the buildings near the walls are quite small. You presume that they're mostly barracks and just armor smiths. Maybe some just storage rooms for weapons. Some of the barns are open and the soldiers are uploading the ballistas and the catapults from there, trying to move as fast as they can. The growling of Sergeant Prompts gets a bit silent, but you can still hear him just screaming at everyone with a red face. When you get closer to the center of the city, buildings starts to grow up, and more of them start to be more and more sophisticated. There's weird ornaments on the walls. There's women, children playing on the street. Nobody is yet understanding what is happening. So you wanted to ask me about the city?
Yeah.
Yes.
With from the White Wanderer thing, especially.
So let me take a look at that. So White Wanderer.
So important traditions, rituals, and so on.
Oh yes. So this fisherman's city used to host most of the big harbors around the Great Lake. Right now they're just one of the 3 main cities, but they still hold some very big weight. Most of their war traditions, however, focus around defending the walls and preventing any hostile ships on getting sails on the wonderful lake. They have some defenses around that, and the main tradition is that every soldier is supposed to be thrown down from the city wall in the waters right below the walls, and he has to somehow get out of there with his mostly intact limbs, and after that he'll be accepted into the city guard officially.
I like this.
Yes. And the not warlike tradition of the city is to greet everyone with a heap of salt, because they believe that salt brings good luck.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope I have some salt with me in my rations, so I can use it definitely. And you too, Agrata.
Yeah. I mean, I got at the moment 18 dungeon rations with me, so there should be some salt.
salt. Maybe, yes.
Yeah.
Most of it, of course, is on the food already.
Yeah,
But yeah.
But I mean, good salted food should bring at least a bit luck. So
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Luck and taste.
You walk around the main square, you look at the marketplace. It's crawling with all kinds of merchants. Some of them look a bit foreign to this place. Some are more darker skinned than others. You see several elves, a couple of dwarves shouting among each other, drinking ale. And the most attractive thing on the whole marketplace is a big stand with shining gems. There's a young woman juggling the gems and producing weird kinds of magics from each and every one of them. Looks like she's trying to sell some enchanted gems to the people, and they are very pleased with the sight of them.
nice.
Okay, I just turn to Agrata and say, I need some healing. Maybe we can buy some potion or anything. Because I don't think we have time to rest here. So I need something to heal quickly.
I mean, are they all calm? I mean, the sergeant.
Yes,
that
all
bring
the citizens,
the
all the
longbow.
citizens look very calm. You
Okay.
presume that they heard the alarm, but right now that they're seeing that most of the city guards just preparing the catapults, preparing everything, looks like they don't really care. And you presume that it's not the first siege in the city, and since most of the trading and most of the supplies come from the water from the other cities, they don't really care what's happening beyond the walls. Unless, of course, somebody is going to shout that the walls have been broken, they don't really care. And even in the worst case scenario, every merchant here most likely has a ship, and they can just sail away.
Yeah. At least in the normal case, when no flying monstrous hell lords attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
they
they
don't
don't know
know.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, I try to find some merchant I can buy healing potions from.
Okay.
Maybe some magical trader or of
Okay.
some kind.
Well, right now the only magical, well, clearly magical trader you can see is the girl who's juggling the weird shiny gems and producing different kinds of visual attractments from them. When she grabs a red gem, she produces a small flame out of it. When she grabs a blue gem, she produces a small amount of water from it and gives a poor woman a drink. Then she grabs a purple gem and she produces sparkles out of it as if it was some kind of a firework. So she definitely
Oh,
knows some
okay.
magic.
I come closer and say, "Greeting, lady. I was impressed by your elemental magic. Looks very nice and attractive. Could you please help me? If you could guide me
Yeah.
where I can
As you
try to
speak to her, she's
Yeah.
continuously juggling with weird gems. Some people, of course, just standing around looking at that because it's so entertaining. Some of them are trying to buy some stuff from her. She, of course, sells it quite quickly because it's so entertaining. And when you start to speak with her, she does not break anything, and she just looks at you, and she says, "Why, thank you. Name's Lydia. So, what do you want to buy?"
I just need some healing potions if you have some kind of
Hi.
those.
I might have some healing gems. Try this one. And she basically grabs one of the green gems and puts it in your mouth. Do you eat it?
Go on, man. It might be tasty.
Wow. Okay. At least if I cannot eat it, I can convert it into some eatable
Well, it's
version.
small enough for you to swallow. So, do you want to swallow it?
What's the taste I feel as
It,
soon as I
it
put it here?
It tastes like a weird crystal with a slight taste of salt, but in this city almost everything is tasting salty.
Okay, no way. I can swallow it and let it heal me, maybe.
Yes, so you swallow it and you heal 4 HP.
Wow, it looks nice. And how much are those? What is the cost of those?
I can sell you a whole bunch for like I don't know, 50. Yeah, I think 50 for everyone. Yes.
How much for 50?
Holy.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, Father. Who gave you those enormous prizes?
Well, darling,
Um,
beggars can be choosers. So unless you want to get healthy, and oh yeah. So this one is 51. Yes, and give me this one. And she basically trades with other people as she talks with you. And she's like, so yeah, and you still owe me 50 for the one you swallowed.
Yeah, Danan, you have gold?
No.
Okay.
All gold
I
is
guess I
in your
give her the
pockets.
choice. Yeah. Yeah, I make a grim face, which should look even grimmer in this dark lizard face, and I
Yeah, she
give
looks
her
at you and she's
gold.
smiling and she's like, you know, love, you would look so much better without those scales. I have a thing just for you. So it's not very cheap, but you would be just lovely.
I look at her and like, oh, and what
Oh.
would be that?
Oh, that's a wonderful soothing potion here. Have a look at that. You see, it's like rainbow colors all over it. You should rub it in your face
I start walking away. Danan, come on, we got stuff to do. Leave that woman alone.
Okay.
So, did
Thank
you give her 50 coin?
Bye.
Yeah, I give her the 50.
Okay.
I toss it on her.
She grabs the
on her
coins
desk.
and she says, "Okay, don't be shy. Next time you can come to me, maybe evening time. There's going to be less crowd. I'll sell it to you. It's fine. Sure. See you, love."
I ignore her.
Oh, very nice girl.
Yeah,
Agatha.
most of the people in the crowd are just looking at you weirdly, and they're like, "Yeah, she could use some potion."
I hold my hammer in the face of one and say, I heard that. You might be better careful now.
Yeah.
Walk away.
At least I feel a little bit better.
Yeah,
for
and
50
the
coins.
the man you pointed your hammer on, he's just like, oh yeah, we have a big hammer. Huh, sure. Look at those. And he points you at the weapon stand with a whole bunch of huge weapons. It's just two-handed axes, great swords, weird war hammers, and all of it is giant-sized. And lo and behold, there's some quite handsomely looking giant in rich clothes trying to sell them.
Oh. Uh, well, size doesn't matter always, good sir.
That's what she said.
I don't understand the meaning of that at all. And, I'm making an even more weird face here.
Yeah, most of the people are just laughing at you, pointing
What?
fingers at Agrota. Then they just, since you're not doing anything in particular, they just switch their attention back to the lady. She's continuously juggling the things, trying to sell them. And yeah. What do you do, guys?
Okay, let's go to this.
I mean, we could look take a quick look for maybe an alchemist or so, because if we could get you or get us a true healing potion, that might be more useful than those gems. So could we make a quick? I mean, I don't want to waste much time, but
Yeah, you can definitely look around and try to find an alchemist if
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah, I totally
okay,
want that.
Okay. So you walk around, you see a whole bunch of merchants. Some of them sell food, some of them sell furs, others sell armors, weapons, every kinds of weird stuff. And you walk upon a small rack that has a man standing in front of it, and there's a whole bunch of flasks and very different colored potions. He looks a bit foreign to this land, but he is very smiley, and he's trying to speak with all the people and give them taste of this potion and that potion, and he advertises himself very well. So do you approach?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so you approached him, and he says, my, welcome! Welcome to Rodrigo's shop. I am Rodrigo, the greatest alchemist of this land. What would you like to buy? Maybe some soothing draft for your scales. They look a bit dry from the wind and the salt. Oh, you pointy-haired one, and he points at you, Dalen. Maybe you like to make your ears less pointy. I have potions for that. Or maybe you want to make some other parts of you more pointy. Rodrigo has all the potions.
It's a funny city over here.
I bow to Dylan and whisper to him, "What is wrong with those people? All those foreigners."
They're just funny.
Yeah,
They-
he walks
I think they
closer to
welcome
Agrota.
strangers.
Yeah, he walks closer to Agrota because he sees a good big pouch of gold on his side, and he says, "Friend, I don't mean to pry or anything, but I presume you looked for a specific thing in this market. I'll tell you right here and now, nothing in here can compare with Rodrigo's potions. You see those armor racks? They're useless if you drink the potion of armor. Oh, you see these weapons? Just a potion of strength and you can break walls with your fists. This power is unimaginable for just a winning price."
So you got some.
Let's start from something simple like healing potion.
Oh, yes, healing potions. You do like a bit pale. Yes. Let's see. Oh, yeah, healing potion. Here it is. Just 60 coins, just for you. It will heal you like
10 things you could buy from this wretched girl up there. Don't believe her. My magic is more magical than hers. She doesn't even know how to make potions. What kind of magic it is? Silly.
Okay,
yeah,
Agrata, how many coins do we have? Thus-
I got at the moment 453 coins left.
Wow.
But Akrota whispers to Danlana, "Can we prove somehow that those will work like he tells? Maybe we buy one and you drink it, and then we might
Yeah.
buy more."
Let's test every potion on me.
Sure, that is a good idea, my friend. Here, drink it up. And he basically forces it down your throat.
Oh, it's my day.
Yeah. So you drink it up, you feel invigorated, you heal 10 HP, and then he just lowers the bottle and looks at Agrada, and he says, "That would be 60 gold." And he waves his hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we?
I feel very, very good right now. So at least it
Of
works.
course you are. Rodrigo's potions are the greatest. And he just ups his voice in order to just tell everyone in the street. Of course, there's a whole bunch of noises. It's a market anyway. Everyone is trying to advertise their goods. But still.
Yeah. I nod to him. Quite satisfied by the by how it helped Danlan, and I give him the 60 coins and additional 120, so to buy two more of the potions.
Oh, that is wonderful. Let me see. Yes, health potions. Here we go. Couple of those. By the way, I have a special thing. If you want to add it to the health potions, it would be just 25 off. But it's a secret. It's a very important thing. I see you guys are very warrior types. You're about to go into battles, I don't know, maybe with someone in the market here. Hey. Or maybe someone in the tavern. By the way, if you want to go in the tavern, I can give you a couple of potions that will prove useful. So, how about a blind trade? You give me 25 gold more, and I'll give you a very useful potion.
I look at Danlan and say, "Yeah, why not? And you know, good sir, there's an army of demons for the gates, so we might need them."
He's like, what?
Oh, yeah. You will see when they have breached the gate and killed us all. Killed you all, then, yeah.
Oh,
We
don't be
have to use-
silly. I'll trade all my wonderful strength potions to all the city guards. They're going to protect us and protect my business. It would be a great revenue for Rodrigo.
I shrug and take the potion from him, give him the other 25 gold.
25 gold, yes.
Yeah.
And he says, drink it when you feel threatened. Alright? And yes, that's all he says about the potion. And he switches attention to other people and he says, "Come here, friends, buy the potions from the great Rodrigo, the greatest alchemist of this land. I am the only one who can create a true magic and put it in tiny bottles for you to enjoy."
So,
As we are still near the missions, the only thing I want to buy is at least 5 arrows, because I need some backup
yeah.
of arrows.
Okay, so you want to go to the one with the arrows, preferably elven.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you have those.
Yes, there's definitely a couple of elven merchants, and when you approach them, they look at you and smile a bit. Most of them look just grim, but then they see you, Damon.
they just sigh with relief, and one of them says, "Ah, finally, a civilized person."
I tell
Boringville.
them Elven language.
Yeah. And he says, "Oh, it is so nice to meet you. Name is Berenvor. I am here trading with those peasants." He, of course, speaks in Elven.
Okay, nice to meet you, good sir. I'm glad I can see you, and I hope I can buy some goods, Elven arrows from you, because I failed to find it anywhere else.
Oh yes, yes, we have everything for every hunter's needs. These wonderful longbows are enchanted with specific runes. These arrows are lighter than most of them, and of course, no crude armorsmith can make such peculiar chainmails as we can. So what
I
would you like
just
to
looked
buy?
at everything and just let him see that I'm impressed by all the items I see.
Okay.
Yeah, those are good things, of course.
Of course, yes, they were made by the greatest craftsmen of the land. We traveled for far long to reach this. But, alas, these peasants give good price. Someone has to take gold from them.
Could you
So,
please just sell me a few bundles of Elven arrows?
oh yes, great choice. I see you are already equipped with some bows. Some of them are a
Yeah,
bit crude and awkward. I could do something with this if you'd like. But the arrows are just 10 gold per bundle.
okay. I can take two of them, and just let me know how you can help me with those awkward weapons I have
So you
here.
buy only two ammo? Two
No, no,
additional
no, no,
ammo?
no. Two
Two
bundles.
bundles.
Elven arrows are 4 ammo per bundle
Oh, okay. Okay,
because
nice.
they're well crafted and lighter than most of the arrows.
So that would be 20 gold.
Yes, 20 gold,
Okay.
and he said he now has 8 elven ammo, and it's 2 weight for him.
Nice.
Yes. So when he asks about the awkward bow, Elf proceeds. "Oh yes, yes, I've seen this weird craftworks. I presume they were made by goblins or some lower folks. The craftsmanship is crude, of course, but they leave a lot of material, so I can work with it, maybe straighten it up a little, put it into a good grip. That would be 50 gold.
This is about what kind of weapon?
Uh,
Because I have a
Basically,
lot of them.
in this case, that would be a service of the weaponsmith, and he can
Mhm.
either remove or add any tag of your choice to the weapon.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Uh, I'd like to remove awkward from my stunning bow
All right.
because it cost me a lot at some point.
Okay.
So 50
So
gold.
this is 50 for removing the tag,
Yes, exactly.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do this. Then we got 123 gold left. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Berenvor picks up the bow, looks at it, then grabs his craftsman's knife, and he says, "Return to me in half an hour or so. I'll be done by then." And he starts chugging some pieces out of it, so it wouldn't be awkward to use it anymore. Yes.
Okay. Anything for you, Agatha? Do you
Maybe
need something?
I might take a look back to the where the walls would be and look how it's going there and whether we might have the time to search for a proper weaponsmith or something like that.
So you want to go back to a wall?
No, I only want to look at there and check whether we see something that
If
would
gate's still
be-
standing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gates are still standing. Most of the ballistas are in place on the walls, and the catapults are loaded. They're right behind the walls, and the soldiers are getting to the barracks, grabbing some weapons. Some of them are grabbing potions, satchels with some weird stuff. They change their arrows to some different things, and yes, they look very prepared for everything.
Okay, so but there's no slaughter going on the walls yet.
No,
Or
no.
some, okay. Um, yeah, yeah, and I turn to Dundon and say, maybe we can search for a weaponsmith afterwards, but it might take too much time to make improvements for that. And I raise my hammer, if it is even possible by those figures here in the town. Maybe we should
I'm just gonna
find
say right now,
the
it's
law.
your signature weapon. You can't do that to the signature
Oh yeah.
weapon
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
because the only way to update your signature weapon would be to waste a move on either adding something to it or getting the smith advanced move, but
Oh,
it's
yeah,
from the
right.
fighter. I'm going to say that if you want to improve your signature weapon, it would actually take a very skilled craftsman
Yeah.
and a very long time. So
Yeah.
maybe if you would have some person alongside with you traveling, then with some time they could do that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay. So
So.
where do you want to go, gentlemen?
Also, I have one question.
Yeah.
With my stunning bow, I found several arrows, and I have only one left. Are those kind of arrows some kind of different ones, or can I use common arrows with the same bow?
You can use common weapons, common arrows with the same bow, yes.
Oh, okay. So no need to find some exotic armor for this.
No. But
bow.
you can try to find exotic ammo if you'd like. I'm sure some of them will provide. Maybe you can ask even the elf about exotic ammo.
Yeah. Do that.
So, do you want to ask him or what?
Yeah, I am showing him my handgun
Mhm.
and asking if I can have some kind of ammo for this gun.
He looks at it. He says, "Yes, that looks very weird. It's not elven, that's for sure. Looks like more of a dwarven thing. They like their ironwork. I don't really think I can help you with that. But this vile creature in the corner there," and he points at the group of dwarves. uh, his name was Belling, Valin, I don't know, something like that. Just go on to them, ask them about that. Maybe buy them some ale, and they'll just give you whatever you want.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
I'll
Don't forget.
come back
Yeah,
later.
don't forget to return. Sure. So you go to the dwarves. You see a very peculiar picture. Two of them are in the circle basically made by their comrades, and the comrades are just shouting at each other,
He's gonna do it. No, he won't. He can't. Yes, he will. I bet you 10 silver for that. It's on.
and he places 10 silver on the barrel right near to him. And you see two dwarves in the middle are chugging two great kegs of ale. And it looks like they passed like half of the keg and they're just continuously doing it. And the crowd gets more and more excited and they just like,
Yes, yes, look at him. He stands, he doesn't shake. And Willie, look at him. Yes.
so what do you do, guys? The dwarves are having fun.
The only two dwarves we can see the
In the middle, yes, and
drinking,
around them,
yeah.
yes, and around them is around, I don't know, 10 more dwarves, just in a circle. So yeah, there's about 12 dwarves.
And there's the market stand right next to them, or?
Yes, market stand is right next to them.
Oh, okay. And then do we see the owner of the market stand? Is he involved in the drinking or in the
You
cheering?
don't really know who among them is the owner,
Yeah.
but right now they're consumed with this thing. So yeah, do you just stand there and wait until it ends, or what?
I guess I go right over to the. I don't quite understand the habit of drinking games, but it looks like we could use some help of them. So I go to this barrel and smack a few silver coins to the pile there and point randomly to one of the dwarfs drinking. As a,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, that
so-
one will make it.
You do that, and another dwarf, he just shoves you a little bit at your hip because you're very big.
Yeah, I might be.
And
double
she's
the
like,
size of-
Good choice. Durin would face anything. He can drink 2 kegs. I saw that with my own eyes.
I'm pretty sure of that.
yeah, and the other dwarf on the other side, he starts laughing and he's like, oh, yeah, sure, 2 kegs of ale. Look at this fool, he would be able to drink 1. He's going to fall right here and now. Look, he's already shaking.
I look at him and tell him with a dead serious voice. I drank 3 kegs blood one time and I didn't throw up. How about that?
Yeah, so when you tell them that you drank 3 kegs of blood, they just look at you and they like, you're a funny guy.
I'm really confused. And then why they are laughing?
Oh, don't matter. just funny guys. As I
Yeah.
said, there are a lot of funny people here.
Lots of strange customs here, so
Yeah, so
Yeah. So
while this
you
happens,
should wait. You should wait for this competition to end, and
Yeah.
maybe you can win some gold.
yeah.
so this
okay.
competition ends in a very weird way. So both of the dwarves chug the last of the kegs. They turn them around, shake them a little bit, in order to show everyone that there's nothing left. Then they sigh a little bit. Then they make a roar like, "Arr!" and they break the kegs over their heads. Like, they break them in 2. They look at each other. Both of them are shaking a little bit. but they're very happy with what happened, and they're about to hug when one of them just says, "I think I had a little too much," and he just falls down to the ground. Everyone just bursts into laughter. The two of them just helping to stand him straight and chug something into his mouth, probably something anti-alcohol or something like that. And the one who's standing, he looks very, very happy, and other dwarfs right around the barrel, they start to toss coins to everyone who won and so on. And you, Agrota, you get 20 coins back as your winnings. And the other dwarf says, "Yes, it was a good choice to bet on Hunk. He's never lost a drinking game."
Oh, I see. Yeah, I got a nose for that. And a tip against my lizard nose.
Yeah. And Hunk walks to you and he says, "What can I do you for, strangers? I mean, I'm not in the best mood, but I can sell you something right now."
Oh, glad you asked. I just like to do something with this handgun, maybe to buy some ammo, maybe to make some it more useful in my hands. Could you take a look, please?
He squints his eyes. It looks like he doesn't see one handgun. He sees several of them. He takes a
Anyone
couple
from
of
those.
grabs, then he manages to grab it and from your hands and just pulls it closer to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, handgun. Sure. I mean, it's from weird, weak metal, but yes, it can shoot. I could craft you some ammo for that. Yes. I mean, if I really want to be all funny about that, I could maybe make some explosive ammo, but it would cost you."
Well, what about if I have common armor and maybe make it more useful, not so awkward for me?
Yeah, yeah. I guess I could do that. I mean, it would take like 60 coins and about an hour of work. And let me look at your hand. And he grabs one of your hands, looks at it. Yes. Thin, pointy fingers. Yes. Typical elven stuff. I mean, I don't hold it against you. You didn't choose to be born an elf. I mean, it's like a disability. I don't have anything against that. But still, I'll manage to adjust it for you in an hour or so. So do you have the coins?
Yeah, I give them
Oh,
to him.
Agrota. And what about armor? How much for a bundle of armor for this gun?
I'd say it's about 12 coins.
Yeah. I give him more coins.
Sure.
Agrota, can we afford 2 bundles of armor?
Yeah,
Of those?
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, 2 bundles
okay.
of ammo. So these bundles are free ammo, 1 weight, and they're specifically for the handgun.
Okay, so I have 7 right now.
Exactly.
Lots of ammo to kill lots of stuff now.
Probably, yes.
And we got 59 gold left.
Well, we can celebrate it.
Maybe after the siege.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what do you guys do?
I
Anything
think
else you
we
want to buy?
have- I spent almost all our money today, so
Yeah, the dwarf
I
looks at
asked
you.
Agatha if
Yeah,
she wants something.
the dwarf looks at you. He smiles like, yes, these elves, right? They always spend monies. I don't know, the quality entertainment doesn't require too much. You see this cake? It's just 7 gold. You can just go into the tavern and buy it. It's that easy.
Oh, thank you for pointing this out.
Sure.
We'll definitely try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back later. See you in an hour.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we go on and look after the Lord.
Okay, so
Yeah.
where do you want to go? Basically, right now you're in the center of the city, in the market square. You can see in the distance the shapes of some ships. So that's where the port is. You can try to ask some people about where the Lord lives. Or you can just try to randomly stumble upon his house.
I mean, we know he should be in the town hall.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we should ask someone where the town hall is.
Yeah, and how does it look like?
Okay, so who do you want to ask? I mean, there's a
I'm-
whole
I'll
bunch
come
of
back.
people.
I'll come back to the Elven merchant and
Oh, yeah.
ask him if he could point us to the town hall, please.
Yeah, so he looks at you. He's like, yes, it's right down the street and to the left. The building would have a big weird fish on top of it. These humans, they like their fish. And their salt. Me personally, not so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
So, let's go, Agratar.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll go to this to seek this.
Yeah,
town
you walk
hall.
down the street, and when you just start to leave the market square, Agrita, you feel some swift push at your side, and you're not sure what happened, but you see a small boy just running away from you. So, what do you do?
I check my very quick my belongings.
Well, lo and behold, you don't have your pouch with gold.
Can I see this as well?
Yeah, you can definitely look at Agrita, who's just checking his side, doesn't find a pouch. Then he looks at the boy, and the boy is almost like 20
So
meters away
run
already.
I run for the boy.
Could I make a non-lethal throw with my hammer?
Not really.
Aim for the legs. Oh, he's dead. Damn it. He killed the boy.
So
I
yeah,
run for
he
him.
runs. He runs in the market behind one of the tents. So yeah, Daneland, what do you do?
I run for him and
Yeah,
try to reach him.
so you running towards him as fast as you can. You manage to get to the tent almost at the same time as the boy, but when you look at the other side of the tent, you don't see him. The merchant right near the tent looks at you and he says, "Fish, fresh fish, buy my fish. It's awesome. Look at this. It's so salty." And he points fish in your face. And it's really salty. You can smell it and almost taste it because it's so close. What do you do?
Oh, it happens third time in a row with me. Someone tossing something into my face or mouth.
So yeah, what do you do?
I don't like fish. Sorry. Did you see a boy running here?
He's like, "Boy, what boy? You look at this fish. It's so delicious."
I come from
Okay,
behind it. Dylan, look for his tracks, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just looking around, trying to find where the boy can hide.
Sure. So do you want to use your hunting track?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So let's see that. That would be wisdom.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
your panther definitely can help.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, almost
So-
forgot about my Liana.
Nice.
So you do follow him, well, his tracks, to one of the walls of the nearest building, and you see a small crack in the building, and you presume it's where he went. So
So-
on a 10 plus, you can ask something about the prey or something.
Yeah. Just any question, right? About.
Not really. It's choose one. So you can gain useful bit of information, or you can determine what caused the trail to end.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you want to do? Information or what caused the trail to end?
As I'm tracking, I just want to know why it ends here, where
Yes.
he goes after that.
It ended here because it's sort of a safe place for small urchin boys who are trying to run away from weird people with big hammers. And yes, you can definitely think that he is on the other side of this wall. Or maybe he even crossed somewhere after that. But you can definitely think that you have to somehow get on the other side to get to him.
Is this crack too small for
Yeah.
us?
It's
Just
too
follow.
small even for your panther. Yeah, it's too small.
But the little boy crawled through this crack.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to really smack the wall with my hammer because I'm a bit pissed. I mean, I don't know that's this. I don't experience something like that before. That some little human ran
So,
away with my gold.
You want to break the wall.
Yeah, definitely.
So bend bars, lift gates. Sure.
So strength, I guess.
Yes, it's strength,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh no! Oh come on!
Oh,
Oh no! I messed up. I rolled damage.
yeah. But still.
Yeah.
So sure.
You're
Roll
too
strength.
pissed off.
Yeah, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean, it's just fair. It's just fair. So
Yeah.
what happens is you start to smack on the wall. You're very strong. You are quite capable of breaking it, but there's a window on the second floor of the building. Which wall are you trying to break? And it opens up, and there's an old man with a big white beard. He looks down at you and he says, "What on earth are you doing to my wall? Stop it this instant, I'll turn you into a frog." "Oh, you already a frog. I'll turn you into a sheep, yes."
This little thing stole my gold. I want it back, or I will tear this whole house
Yeah,
down.
you continuously pounding on the wall, and she's just like, "Oh, you just asked for it, you steely fiend." And she's pronouncing some weird stuff. He's just, "Polymorphum shapum bovum." Boom. And Daneland, you see a ship right near where Agrital was, and his hammer just fell to the ground, and the sheep looks at the bearded guy, and she's just like, "Meh."
Is it a
And
male
then the
sheep?
bearded guy looks at Daneland, and he says, "You elven one? So, do you want some? Huh? Huh?" And he
Oh.
shakes his fist in the air.
I'd like to ask for excuse for my angry guy, my angry friend, just because this little boy stole his last coins,
My
and
eyes
he was
scraped.
too angry. So please excuse him for this.
I
Ah,
scrape with my hoof on the crack in
Yeah,
the wall. Try to get
I
it.
think you understand his position right now, because I think you know about these little boys on the market.
well, yes, there was some pocket thieves in the market, but I'm an old man and I don't deal with those. And of course, I don't waste my last money on some wicked potions, hookahs, and booze, as you young ones do. No. So go ahead, get out of here. The ship polymorph will wear out in like 20 minutes or so. And don't come back on my wall. I'll turn you into something slimy. Yes, something slimy.
Come on. Okay, we are moving out. Come on, Liana, escort this ship with me.
Yeah. Penta looks. Yeah. Agrita. Penta looks very funny at you. She looks from one side to the other. Deals weird things with her tongue, like.
Yeah, I
But
smell
Daneland tells her to just accompany you. She looks at him. Then she looks a bit sad and she's just pushing you a little bit. Daneland picks
Come
up
on.
your hammer and just walks alongside.
I make angry sheep noises.
Come on, girl.
Yeah,
I have one coin in my pocket and I can buy you a fish
yeah.
instead.
And you go close to the fisherman's rack, and he's very pleased to see you, and he's like, "A sheep? Why would you buy a sheep? I have so many fish here. Look at this. This is very big one. Your cat would certainly like fish. Look at it. Hey, yummy fish." And he throws it to the panther, and panther just instantly hum. She eats it. She looks very pleased. She's like, and he says, "Just one coin for the fish."
I toss him the last coin I have.
Yeah, he grabs it, and he says, "Oh, you look like a very capable person, a hunter, yes? Your
Yeah.
friend seemed to have lost his mind and his money. If you want to make some, I know a guy who can help." He lowers his voice.
Definitely,
Yeah,
I'd
he
like
lowers
to
his
turn
voice.
some.
Yeah, he lowers his voice a little bit, gets closer, and he says, "Of course, if you do not afraid of some salty water."
Salty water. Looks interesting. Tell me more.
Sure. See, my friend, his name is John. Yes. So he has a boat. He's a fisherman, you see, just like I am. But he fishes for different kind of stuff. You can find him at the docks during the night. Just tell him that Squeaky sent you.
Okay,
You'll recognize
I'll
him.
definitely look for him.
Yeah, you'll recognize him by a weird red thing on his boat. It looks like a snake, but he calls it a dragon.
Okay, thank you. I'll try to look for him.
Mm-hmm.
So, bye. And while I'm going out, I'm trying to seek some grass to pick up and to feed my sheep. If he wants to eat.
If you try, I will bite your fingers.
I mean, yes, there's some grass, and Daneland just lowers it to your face, Agrita, and it looks very delicious.
I know.
You're just
yeah.
very tempted to try one.
Yeah. I guess I give him a very angry, sheepish look, but then I sniff it in and I sigh like a sheep would sigh somehow and take a bite and yeah, grab all the others he got in his hand,
Yeah.
I guess.
And you just start chewing like.
Yeah. Pretty tasty.
Delicious, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
So,
So
where do you go?
I think we are trying to find the town hall, but
Yes, yes.
we are moving slowly, just waiting for 20 minutes
Sure.
to Agrita
So,
to be back in shape.
you walk slowly, and lo and behold, there's a city hall in the distance. And just when you're about to approach it, Agrita transforms back into himself,
Yeah.
and he doesn't really stop chewing the grass. He's like nom, 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 nom. Then Agrita, after a couple of seconds, you start to understand that what you're chewing is very filthy. Just bleh.
I spit it on the ground
Yeah.
and make a disgusted noise.
And yeah, the town
Well,
hall does
welcome, you're
look
back.
very sturdy.
Ah.
The town hall does look very sturdy. It has 3 floors as far as you can see. There's windows on the second and on the third floor, and yes, there's a big fish sculpture on top of it. There's 2 guards standing right near the entrance, and there's a small line of people just forming near it. Looks like they're moving to the city hall in order to discuss some business and stuff. Most of them look like merchants. What do you do?
So,
Well,
yeah, did the elf tell you? You don't ask him for the appearance of the Lord, I guess.
Well, Sergeant did tell you that he looks scrawny,
Oh, yeah.
but always wears fancy clothes.
Yeah. So we look out for someone like that.
Okay, so you approach the guards. What do you say to them?
We search Lord William.
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 Yeah, both of them chuckle like, yeah, he's inside. Are you merchants?
No.
Not quite.
Okay. Do you want to buy a merchant stand?
No.
Maybe.
No, I don't think so. We just want to
Okay.
discuss some business.
So you want to buy a boat?
Not yet.
So what do you want to buy then? Come on.
Yeah. We don't
We
want
just
to
want
buy
to-
something exactly.
Okay, so
We
what do you want to
just-
sell? Do you want to sell this
We are-
panther? He already has a tiger. He doesn't want a panther. Believe me.
I don't think so. We just want to discuss some things. We are not buying or selling anything. We are not merchants.
Well, if you don't need anything specific and stuff, well, you can just go into the line. And you look, and there's about 15 people in the line.
We were sent here directly by Sergeant Prance, and he would be very unpleased if he heard of your lack of discipline and holding
Yeah.
us up.
You do see that they wear different uniforms,
Oh yeah.
a bit more fancy, they're just lords guards or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And they're a bit more bulky than the other guards. And yes, when you say that Prompt sent you, one of them chuckles and he says, "Old Sergeant can kiss my ass. I'm Lord's Guards now. I don't follow his screwy orders. Besides, he can take care of himself. It's not our first siege."
Oh, you know there's a siege.
Of course, they rang the bells.
Oh,
So, if there's nothing else except that, oh my god, there's a siege, then yeah, you can just go. I can point you to the tavern if you'd like.
Oh.
I shrug and look at them.
Sorry, I have something interesting to sell, but there's some kind of weapons you might be interested in.
How
So,
many of
if you
them
let
do you
me in.
have?
Well, not many with me, but I'll come back later if you are interested, and I can
How many
sell more.
crates do you have? Like 2 crates,
just-
20 crates.
Not crates. It's just a small trial version of new finest weapons of our kind.
Yeah, you merchants always say that. Just go buy some stand and sell it there. And when you just think that that's over and nothing will convince them to let you in, you see one of the guards from the wall just running almost for his life, and he just straight towards the guys. One of the big bulky dudes just grabs him, lifts him up with his arm, and he's like, "Where do you think you're going?" And the other guy is like, "I have to warn the Lord! Demons are attacking!" And she's like, "You're drunk again, you fool!" He hits him in the face. And he's like, "No! Sergeant told me there's demons. They saw them!" And he points at you both.
Yes, we saw several demons outside, and a demonic army.
Only
Yeah.
a small one. A fistful of demons, nothing serious. Something you sure can handle, are you? A little army of demons? As usual, I guess.
He's like, "What on earth are you talking about? What demons?"
Just some demon lords. Nothing more.
Nothing serious.
Jerry, and he just looks at the other guy. "Go call the carriers. Wizard would know what to do with that." Jerry walks inside, and the other guy looks at you and he says, "You all wait here, including you." And he points at the guy who's just lying on the ground, scrubbing his face after the hit. He's like, Yes. Yeah, sure. I'll just lie around." And she's just lying around. Then the big guy just picks him up and is like, "Do not sleep on your duty!" And he smacks him around again. He's like, "Sir, yes, sir! Yes, yeah, sure."
I give the poor guy a small flask of water, so he can
Oh.
drink.
Oh, thank you. He chucks it down very quickly. In a couple of moments, you see the door opens. Jerry walks out, and there's another guy, very tall, elderly folk. He looks very withered, although his hair is black. He wears a red robe and a weird looking orange amulet around his neck. He looks at you both and he says, "So what demons are you talking about?"
I guess we describe the pretty bunch out there for him. Exactly how we saw them appear out of the
Okay,
port.
yeah, so you describe to him the battalion of imp armored to the teeth. You describe to him the weird constructs who can create magic and see into the future. You describe to him grayish blobs of goo who wither and kill everything they come across. And of course, the generals of the army, the flying demons.
Yeah.
He looks at you weirdly. And he says, "You look a bit familiar. Actually, both of you look a bit familiar. What are your names?"
I look at them then.
I'm just, yeah, I'm just Dan. Pleased to meet you.
Dan. Alright. And you, scaly one, who would you be?
This is 80.
I give him a serious look.
Okay, so you get serious and you say Agrata, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so he looks at you and he says, "Yes, yes, that looks a bit like him, for sure. And the hammer, yes, the resemblance is quite uncanny. But I don't think you'll guts. Whatever happened to you both?"
We had some bad luck, but maybe that's a story for another time with a demon army before your gates.
Yeah, we have some kind of a mission here to
Yes.
fulfill.
Demon army. Sure, I'll deal with those. Jerry. He's like, "Yes, Vigarish." Escort this one to the market and tell Rodrigo we buying in bulk. I need all the fight potions he can get. Couple of flying ones as well, since we have 31 flying freakishly demons. Yes, and what was the name of this girl with stones? And Jerry is just smiling weirdly. He's like, "It's Lydia." And the mage is like, "Yes, yes, sure she is. Go to her and tell her that we'll pay for everything. We need all the fancy things she has, maybe some bomb stones or something like that. Just go there and buy it." And he's like, "Yes, yes, I'll do it." Then the mage puts a hand on him and he says, "If you spend just one more additional minute with her than it's necessary, I'm going to permanently turn you into the most hideous creature on this earth." And Jerry's,
Like a sheep
yeah,
without fur.
yeah, Jerry's like, "Okay." And he runs away along the scout from the wall. And the Keris is like, "You should go inside and talk to the Lord. He has a lot of his plate, but at least he'll know what we're dealing with. And I think I'll just visit Mabus. Although I hate the old guy. But we'll need everyone we can get. Come along. Whoosh whoosh."
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll follow him.
Yeah, so you walk in There's some more guards in the room. It is very fancy. There's a whole bunch of golden statues, and in the middle there you see a big throne on which resides a very scrawny yet fancily dressed boy. And yes, it is a really young boy of like 15 or maybe 16 years old, and there's a whole bunch of merchants standing right near to him. They're telling something, and he just looks at the side, and to the left of him you see a great white tiger. And it seems that he's very concentrated on looking how the tiger plays with some small thing, and when you look a bit closer it looks like a mouse or something. And tiger just puts his paws in the way of the mouse so it couldn't run away, and the mouse just running in circles, and looks like it amuses both the tiger and the boy. So what do you do?
Is my painter reacting somehow on this tiger?
I mean, yeah. She looks at him very interestingly, and she looks very interestingly at the mouse, of course. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. Okay, just don't try to play with them. Just stay with me, please.
Yeah. She looks a bit
So-
sad, lowers her head, but follows you, yes. So you move a bit further, closer to the Lord, and a couple of merchants just stand in your way and say, "Hey, wait your turn. We've been here first."
I give them a look, show them my hammer, and walk by. What we
They
see?
ju- We are here by the word of the great mage. We have a matter to discuss with the Lord.
Yes. So the boy looks at you, and he says, "Oh, so you're the ones the carriers told me about, yes? Warriors of some kind? So what's the ruckus with the wall? Is that another siege?"
Demon army. Ask the mage.
"Demon army? Oh, that's interesting." And you see a spark in his eyes, and he jumps from the throne, and he's like, "Do tell, what do they look like?"
They're terrifying, flying, dangerous creatures that
Oh, they
can
fly.
eat everyone.
"Oh, I absolutely
Yeah.
have to see this." Guards, and he just snaps his fingers, and a couple of guards just walk closer. He says, "Order a carriage, and nothing too fancy, just 4 horses, maybe a couple of chandeliers, and some food for Gary here. He's very, he's a bit scrawny, don't you think?" And they're just looking at him, and they say, "Sure thing, Lord William, yes." And they just walk away, and he turns back to you, and he says, these demons, are they here to just do something? Are they here to just try to destroy the city? Yes?
I think so.
Oh, that would be marvelous. I mean, we used some mages in the defense before, but if we're dealing with demons, oh, there's going to be so much magic. I love it. I forgot. In the carriage, there's only place for me and Gary. You'll have to walk. Okay? Yeah?
We walked all day, so that won't be
Yeah,
a problem.
Oh, you
Not a
walked
problem
all
for us.
day. Oh my God! How can you do this?
And there's no hurry. Only a small demon army outside, so we got all day long.
Oh yeah. Hurry up, guards! I need the carriage. Just a couple of chandeliers. Don't take the red one. I hate it. Nope. Put it down. And yeah, he looks back at you and he's like, "Servants these days, huh? just can't understand what is required. And the merchants at the side is like, please, Lord, we have some very important business to discuss. We need to port the goods. He's like, whoosh whoosh, we're dealing with demon army. It's very important, isn't it? And he looks at you both.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, this wonderful gentlemen know what they're dealing with. Your goods will wait. And he's like, but they're going to spoil. How can I sell them? Sell them at 25% less, that's all. Yeah, and he proceeds to the carriage, which is almost ready. The last of the chandeliers gets placed. And he snaps his fingers again, and he's like, Gary, come here, my boy, come here. And the tiger just looks at him and runs towards him very quick and gets in the carriage. Young lord closes the door, and the carriage gets lifted up by some slaves.
Oh, such a carriage. I thought a carriage with 4 horses.
Yes, but there are no horses in the city hall, right?
Oh.
So they have to get it outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he just doesn't want to walk at all.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, so they do get it outside, and they prepare it. They put wheels onto it, and they put some horses. And yes, he just whooshes around, and right now there's a whole bunch of merchants, a whole bunch of guards, and just 2 of you. And the merchants are like, they told me we're dealing with a weird kid here, but come on! So, what do you do, guys?
So I think we are slowly following back to the gates, right?
Okay.
So
Back
if
to the
you
hall,
go,
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
sure.
Can we just came to the market square back and to check if my weapons are ready, and I can pick them up
Half an
on the
hour
way?
didn't pass. Half an hour didn't pass, and an hour didn't pass. So none of your weapons are ready. But you can definitely go to the wall.
Do you have other weapons, Danlan?
Yeah, I have just
Okay.
just don't want to lose those as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure.
So
yeah, you make your
Okay.
way to the wall, and you see there's Vicarious, the mage, who is organizing the things. There's a big cart with a whole bunch of potions, and Rodrigo right near it, counting the money. There's Lydia, the young girl. She's escorting some of the carts with the gems, and she says, "No, don't touch it. Don't touch this. It's fragile, love. If you touch this, it's going to blow up your hand if you're lucky. Okay? Shoot. Careful." And then you see the guy who polymorphed Agrata, the old guy. He wears some very fancy robes right now, and
Oh.
he's like, he looks at Vicarious, and he's like, "So, boy, I presume you have everything under control, eh?" And Vicarious looks at him back and, "Oh yes, sure. Now you want to mock me, yes? We have a demon invasion, and all you can do is just stand around there and just rucker around with your old mouth. Have any suggestions and be useful for once." And the old man is just like, "Oh, me being useful? When you were my student, you couldn't even mix 2 spells into one. I had to forcibly train you into this. You owe everything you learned to be." And Vicarious is like, Not everything. Don't flatter yourself. Now let's come up. And Sergeant is right there, and he's like, that wouldn't be a great idea, lords. I mean, they do have some siege weapons as well. So, unless you want your heads to be shot by some weird-looking demons or imps or whatever they look like, you shouldn't show those pretty heads on the wall. And the Carius looks at him and he's like, thank you for your consideration, Sergeant, but we're quite capable of defending ourselves. And Merbus is just like, sure, sure, you've learned so many defensive spells, and you failed at all of them. And the Carius is like, let's just see whose magic is stronger then. After you. Merbus walks out, the Carius follows him. Rodrigo is right near you, and he says, oh, greetings, my friends. You see, I told you I'll have a great margin in wonderful potions. See? Look at this god. He looks so weak and fragile. But now, and he just runs up to the god, gets one of the potions, opens his mouth, and just forcibly chugs all the potions inside. The god starts to turn red in the face, then a bit greenish, and a bit bluish, and then he's like, ooh! And he's like, right now, this man has a strength of a horse! And he throws some big casket on him, something like that, and the man just grabs it and breaks it with his arms, and he's like, oh, I'm so powerful! I'll break these demons! And he just runs to a wall, and Sergeant is like, you dumb fool, you just get down this instant or you'll be... And he just gets decapitated by one of the fiery bolts that flies just the second that he gets up top the wall.
Yeah. I bow to Dunlan and says,
and he's like,
should've-
yeah, and Rodrigo is like, do not worry, friends. I have potions that protect from ballista bolts.
You should drink all kind of potions and you can defeat this army.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll just order
Yeah.
some more potions from my ship. Yes. Katerina, come here. And there's a little girl, about 14 years old. She runs up to him. And says, go to the ship. Tell them bring more potions. More potions. They're going to need them. Look at this, people. They're in need of my particular craft. Go on. Run away, go. And she runs away.
I just tell to Agatha, as I told you, funny people.
Yeah, and Lydia in
Yeah.
the corner there, she's just like, potions, sure. Chug them alone and everything would be fine, sure. Yeah, but you just don't tell people about mixing potions, do you? And Rodrigo looks at her back with fiery eyes, and he's just like, I am the very best alchemist in this land. I know everything about mixing potions. And she's like, so you do know if they drink the strength potion and the defense against ballista potions, they're going to blow up, right? And she's like, yes, I do know that. But we just have to drink them carefully, with a small distance of time between them. It's a special craft you, lowlife, do not understand.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, and Lydia is just like, well,
Special craft.
my wonderful gems are going to solve everything. You just load them into ballistas or into the catapults, and you just throw them into the demons, and they're just going to blow up. Simple as that. No potions needed.
Simple as that. So go on and destroy the demon army.
Yeah,
Sure.
and 51 crystal.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gold.
Yeah, I'll just do it as soon as they pay me.
I whispered to Denland, they would have to sell the town to her to destroy the army with her gems. At
Yeah,
least half the army.
Yeah, and you
I
see
believe
both
one gem
wizards.
just
Yeah, you see both
strike.
wizards atop on the wall, and there's suddenly a couple of great explosions right near them, just. And you look a bit closer, Dalen, and you understand that they just blocked a couple of ballista bolts, and both bolts got disintegrated as soon as they got close to them. And Merbus looks at the carriers and goes like, "Not bad for a boy." And the carriers looks at him back and he says, "Not bad for an old fool."
I like them.
At least they can stand out
Yeah,
and
and
maybe
they're just looking at
can
the
harm
distance.
this.
And talking to themselves. Then they just walk back close to the sergeant, and he's like, "Well, at least you can blow up some boats, that's for sure. But can you blow all of them?" And the carriers looked at him and said, "Not right now, I'm afraid. They're very powerful, and yes, they have a lot of machines out there. They're opening portals. They look determined to get here. Why would they do that?" And he just looks at both of you, Agrota and Dalen.
I shrug and said, well, Hellspawn might not need a reason to destroy everything living on this world, so why do you look at us? You have this precious city here.
Oh yes, yes, this city is precious, and we are going to defend it, yes, but I just wonder. One moment I just advise the young lord, and the other to not any more gods come along and tell me that our city is sieged by a demon army. It takes a lot of power to summon even this fraction of demons here, and they look well trained. Looks like driven by some demon lord, and he's supposed to be very powerful. What do you think of that, Merbus? And Merbus is just like, "Yes, yes, I remember this green one. He tried to break my wall. Yes, but I did polymorph him into a ship." And he's like, "Oh yes, old polymorph trick. So cliche."
Yeah, don't remind Agatha about it, please.
Yeah,
He's
and
still under
Merbus,
the impression of your
Yeah.
powerful magic.
Make a very
Merbus
good face
starts
on the
to just
worksheet.
huff and puff. He's just like, "Oh, you little." And Vicarious is just like, "Oh, I'm no little. I'm very tall. It's you who's getting smaller with his old age." And you see one of the guards right behind them, and he's just like, "Shh, oh, sick burn." And Merbus just turns his head, snaps his fingers, and the guard gets turned into a frog with a helmet on top of it. And
Great.
the frog is just like, Sergeant is like, "Guys, stop this shit. I need all the warriors on the wall. All of them. Even those useless bunch." And Merbus is like, "Sure, sure, yes, have this one." And he transforms his back. Then he looks at him, goes very, very close to his face, and is like, "If I ever hear any laughter from your weird face, I'm going to turn you upside down and leave you hanging from this wall." And the guy is just like, yeah, sure. Just don't turn me into anything. Thank you. Yeah, sure. I'll just go. Yeah, thank you. He walks away. Then you see a bit in the distance the carriage, and the young lord with the tiger just walking around talking with the soldiers, and the carrier looks at him and he just said, "Ah, this useless boy. I mean, I didn't really like his father, but he at least had some experience. Well, nevertheless, we deal with what we have. So, while everyone is loading the ballistas and preparing the potions, I guess we'll be here for quite a while. I guess me and Merbus will create a shield wall against the spells and the flying ones. So do you know anything about the lord that is summoning them?"
Do we?
I think you should have some knowledge, but not me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just going to remind you a little bit. So, quick reminder: you do remember that you freed one of the worst demon lords, and your mission right now is to kill him. Yes, and you would assume.
Yeah, I don't know this.
Yeah,
exactly.
you don't know this, but Agrota knows this. So you do know that if somebody of the demons would have the power, that would probably be one of the most powerful demon lords there are, which you freed recently.
At least the Heraclius and the other guys.
No, not him. It's just me. It's all my fault.
Yeah, Daneland did that, yes. So I guess Agrota is just going to tell them about that. They accidentally freed some weird creature from the elven prison, and then somehow they found out that the demon lord, he went to hell, then they didn't hear anything from him, and then suddenly some weird imp-like creatures with full armor just accidentally materialized from thin air and tried to kill them, which was very weird. And as Agrota just talking like that, just saying all that, and Vicarious and Morbus just look at each other, then look at you, and look at each other, then look at you, and just with the same voice tone at the same time, both of them said, "So you freed Viscerus! You freaking fools!"
I look very sheepish now.
It was just an innocent ape we took care about, but he just fooled us all.
Oh yes,
He was
sure.
in need of help, so they helped him.
Yeah, and Morbus is just shaking a little bit with his hands. He's just like, "Oh, you little useless bunch! Do you even know who he is?"
I don't know who he is, but as I understand, we should just kill him.
"Oh yes, sure. Just kill Viscerus, sure." and Vicarious makes a face palm just to slowly lowers his palm over his face, and he's just like,
Oh no.
"You do understand that demons cannot be killed, right? They can only be
Well-
sent to hell. And
Well, at
as
least
far as I can
we...
get it, he is already in hell. And he feels great right there."
Then we go to hell and kill him there. I guess.
Huh. Go to hell? Well, that would
Oh,
be...
not again. Say,
Hmm.
I'm just from there.
Oh well, then it wasn't that bad down there. Yeah, no.
No,
Yeah,
I'd say
the
that
Carius doesn't
on
pay any
as
attention
it's
to
even
what you're
worse.
doing. Yeah, he's just standing there, stroking his beard a little bit. Huh, yes, going to hell. That might work. And Mebus right near there. Yes, but even if we send them there, there's legions of demons. How are we going to get to Vicious? The Carius looks very, very sad for a second. Then he looks back at you and he says, Vicious wouldn't send his legions here. It takes a lot of power. Unless, of course, he wanted to kill you very, very deeply. So, if you would be in hell, you would be at a very big disadvantage. And he would like to personally torture you for all eternity, because he feels like it. But if we could somehow turn you into less threatening things, so you'd be captured by demons and then escorted to him, maybe you could surprise him with some... What would we do? And Mebus looks at him back and he says, well, we can try the old polymorph trick. The Carius is like, yes, old tricks are sometimes the best. Then he looks at both of you and he's like, so what type of small creatures do you like best?
I move quite close to him and look him in the eyes and say,
Not
"Hey,
a ship."
lizard."
Lizard, eh? Sure, can be done. What about you, Elf?
What creature feeds hell?
What?
So, what creature can feed hell? I think lizards would be not very surprised for the hell.
A very
Least.
fiery
Yeah,
lizard.
Yes, that wouldn't be
And-
very surprising. We can disguise you as
And-
lizards, that's for sure. Although
I
it
think
would take time.
we can be two lizards then.
Yes, lizards. Well, that can be arranged. Not that difficult, is it? And he looks back at Mebus and he's like, sure. I mean, it would take a bit of time to transform them in a specific way so they can transform back at will, but still. Yeah, it can be
So,
done.
and how we can bring our stuff to the hell as a lizard?
Oh, don't worry.
Because
it
we
works
need
like
some
a perfect
weapons.
polymorph. Everything you have on you will be polymorphed into a new thing, a lizard, and when you polymorph back, you'll have all your stuff.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Yes, but
I just need to pick up few things as soon as they're ready to be fully armed for this fight.
we need to hold the wall, and it would require a lot of preparation and things. And Rodrigo just walks in, of course, unabashedly, as he always does. He's like, oh, the greatest alchemist in this land can always help. And Vicarious is just like, shut his mouth with telekinesis. He's just like, shut up, Rodrigo. We have all your potions. It's fine. We're going to pay you. Just be done with it. Then he releases him, and Rodrigo is like, oh, you wound me with such weird words, great wizard. I am merely here to help you in a very great venture. I mean, very bad situation. So,
You want to protect the wall. Rodrigo has some potions for that.
Then Lydia comes closer and he says, sure, potions, yes. Just pour them all over the walls and just poison all the demons. Sure, they're going to drink it because they are so freakishly dumb. Yes. Don't listen to him. I have wonderful crystals. They're charged with defense magic charms and they can protect against the flying ones. And I have others that can be placed in the wall just to protect everyone who is on the guard from the flying bolts. It's going to be fine, although bolts can technically fly away into the market, so yeah, this is a thing.
So you might be quick with your gems, or there might nothing be left of your wares if the demons are done here.
Yeah, and as you all encircled there, a young lord just prances closer to you and he's like,
That is so awesome. I've never seen such a siege. Have you looked at those weapons? They shoot fiery bolts. I mean, I've seen some weird stuff, yes. I lived a long life, but still. This looks just rad. Don't you think so, Gary?
and he just looks at his tiger and tiger is just like, raw.
Gary agrees.
Oh,
Yes, and so
we bring them here. We bring them here. It's so
Yeah, and
for your entertainment.
yeah, and he looks at you, he's like,
oh yes, I understand you are very, very sorry about what you did, and yes, some of the soldiers may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make in order to preserve.
and the Carius is like, preserve.
Oh yes, preserve the common population of peoples in here, so they can market and stuff. That's what they usually do, right?
And he looks at Rodrigo, and Rodrigo is like,
Sure, yes, Lord. We do market all kinds of stuff. And I have very, very interesting potions. Some of them can even transform a young boy into a great warrior. What do you think?
Yeah, get his face blown off.
and Rodrigo just looks at you with hatred, just like,
Oh no. No. The fact that you are the scaly and hideous ones has nothing to do with my potions. No. You worked to her and she turned you into this wild beast. Ah.
and he points
What?
at Lydia, of course, and Lydia is like,
I did not. I did not turn him into anything. Tell him, love. I didn't do that.
and yeah, everyone is looking at you, Agrota. Everyone is curious to know who actually turned you into a lizard man.
I look from one to the other.
Yeah,
Smack
and
the hammer
Merbus,
around, and it's
Merbus is just
Okay.
shaking his
It's
head.
me. It's me.
yeah, Merbus is shaking his head. He's just like, I just turned him into a shape. I didn't do anything else. I mean, the scaliness could be a side effect. But I didn't do that. No.
There happened nothing to me. I was already scaly when I was the fucking god of war, you fools.
And Vicarious is like, yes, it's a birth defect. Let's just forget about that. We have a siege.
Right.
Yeah, and the young lord
army.
is just like, oh yes, the siege. Sure.
So, are we firing the catapults? Yes, on the walls?
And the Vicarious is just like, those are ballistas, my lord. The catapults are down here. And Lord,
Oh, yes, those are the catapults and those are ballistas. Wonderful. Can our ballistas fire those fiery bolts?
those are demon bolts, my lord.
Yes, so can you fire them?
If we would have demons against gods, yes.
So why don't you hire demons? Do they cost more? Yes, they cost a lot more. Ah, yes, that's a downside. I get it. Okay, when are we going to see the magics?
Quite soon, my lord. Me and Sir Merbus here, we need to prepare the rituals, and Lady Lydia and Sir Rodrigo are going to help the soldiers reinforce the wall.
Wonderful. Yeah, I guess I'll take a nap. I feel a bit tired from the long journey to the wall. And you wake me up when the fireworks start, okay?
We will gladly do so, my lord. Have a nice nap.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I love you all, yes. Slaves, come here, pick me up. I need a nap.
And yeah, several people just pick him up and escort him to the carriage. His tiger follows. And the carriage is just like, so now that we have some quiet, I'll remain here while Merbus will start to prepare the ritual to turn you into something. I guess tomorrow we'll work on something to prepare the journey to hell. And Rodrigo lights up a little bit and he's just like, I have very specific concoctions for very good protective circles.
Oh, shut up!
Well, anyway, we have no money, so you should not continue.
Oh no,
We
no,
cannot
no!
buy
I would not
anything.
ask the heroes that are daring to come to hell to pay for anything. No, Rodrigo is not like that. I am not a greedy man. The town is going to pay for it, right, Vicaris? And Vicaris is just like, only for those potions that are necessary. And Rodrigo is just like, and for those that are broken by your soldiers. Just saying. Not counting the one you used on the one that was decapitated. Collateral damage. I had nothing to do with it. He ran off his own volition. He's a free man. Lydia is just like,
Just stop dealing with this fool. His potions are useless.
Rodrigo is just looking back at her. Oh, you little girl. Just look at this potion. Even looking at it will turn you into a vicious beast. And she's just like,
Sure. I'm
No, no, no.
already feeling vicious.
We have enough vicious beasts beyond the wall, so
Oh.
stop this madness.
Oh, guys, stop, please. I propose one competition for you both. You can give us one crystal, the most powerful crystal, and the most powerful potion, and we bring it to hell. And whatever is the most useful for us in defeating this demon declares the winner of this competition. So if the crystal
yeah, Rodrigo
helps
looks at you back and he says, a fair deal, my friend. I will give you the greatest black potion I have ever made. Oh, it's going to burn the face of the demon. You just splash it upon him and he will disintegrate. And Lydia is just like,
Okay.
Sure. Destroying Demon Lord in hell with a potion. Yeah, it's so going to work. Yeah. I'm just going to give you a very special soul crystal. Is when you kill any demon, his soul is going to be trapped in this crystal, and including demon lords. So, be thankful.
and she just gives you a big crystal. And Rodrigo, sorry. Rodrigo goes back to his cart. He looks a little bit, and then he returns to you with a small flask of a very black colored thing, and he says,
Do not open it until you get close enough to see the whites of his eyes.
and Lydia is just like, demons have black eyes. Rodrigo's just, shut up, you stupid girl. You've never seen demons in your life. I can freaking see them through this wall. And he's like, don't listen to the foolish girl. Just get close. And
Yeah, I
then
take
spray
the
it on
potion.
him.
So we take both. You, Gretar, can hold both of them, right? Okay.
Yeah, they have no weight. They have no weight.
You can take a potion and I can take a crystal and
Yeah,
we'll
let's
see.
do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So, Vicarious is starting to prepare the ritual to protect the wall. Rodrigo and Lydia helping the soldiers. Sergeant, of course, looks around at people so they wouldn't stumble and break anything or accidentally drop a crystal, which is explosive. So yeah, he looks around and he controls the situation as far as you can see. And Merbus looks at you and he says, the preparation of the ritual will take some time. So, what do you say? Just sleep around a little bit, then get back to me in the morning. I think I'll be ready to do everything.
You have some quarter for us?
Just go to the inn. Tell Ginny that Merbus sent you. Just tell her that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Let's
So-
go, Gretar.
You make your way to the tavern, and of course, there's a whole bunch of people there. There's a whole bunch of dwarves drinking, elves just chatting about some stuff, eating some salads of fresh vegetables, and there's some humans of weird types and colors. Most of them merchants. Some of them are just there to trade with each other, not with any other common people. And there's, of course, some common people, some guards. Everyone is in there. And there's a barmaid. She approaches you and she says, "Oh, greetings. Welcome you into Blackfish Inn. What can I help you with?"
I say Merbus sent us, and she just told that we can have a night spent here.
Oh, others? Oh, that's weird. I guess something serious had happened, right? Okay.
Demon
sure.
army.
don't let her, don't be, make this
She's
wonderful
like,
woman afraid.
Demon
of this.
what?
No, I'm just
He's
kidding.
just kidding.
She's like, okay, that's weird. Okay, so come with me. I'll show you a room. And you walk to the second floor of the inn. She opens the door. There's a big bed. It's a bed for 2 people. And she's like, we have this one to spare. I mean, it's mostly for newlywed, but there's not much weddings in this time of year, so you can have it.
It's okay.
We take what we can get.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you. Well, I think I'll wait for a little bit here and then come to check if
Yeah.
my weapons are ready.
I think. So it's a good time to take a pause. So you will take a rest. Basically, if you want to replenish HP or anything else, you can do that. And in the morning, of course, you will take all your weapons and so on, and you'll probably go to Mobus. Question.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we've been playing for like 3 hours almost. Are we going to take a break and then continue, or we're going to? So how are you with time, gentlemen?
I got time.
Okay.
I got about 30 minutes or so.
30 minutes. Okay, so let's do a quick break, and then we're going to wrap around in the next like 20 minutes or so. Okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Okay.
See you in
Cool.
5.
So a quick break.
I'll tattle a tale that is.
Okay, so we go back to you. So you wake up in the morning. You go back to the elven merchant Berenvor. He already has your weapon at the ready, and it looks quite fancy, Danelan. True elven craft.
Wow.
And it's
Oh,
no
thank you.
longer
It
awkward.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I know you're a master.
Berenvor smiles at you and he says, "Sure, anything for a great civilized person. I'm so tired of dealing with savages and those creatures." And he points at the dwarves again. And you look at the dwarves and you see your wonderful friend Hunkt, who is drinking again. So when you go to him, he's like, yes, yeah, the handgun, yeah, it's ready, done, yeah. Give me a second. Where was it? And he starts to shuffle around with a whole bunch of weird things and a couple of bombs. He just shuffles them to the ground. Then he chugs a couple of hand cannons, which are much more large than your handgun. And then he finds it and he says, "Oh yes, yes, there it is. Sure, have a touch with your tiny fingers. How does it feel?" And you put your fingers on the handle, and it's actually a great work. It fits like a glove, so it's
Nice.
no longer awkward.
Wow, wonderful. It fits nice. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. I like working with explosive stuff. And careful, don't step on this bomb. It will explode. Bombs do that sometimes.
Oh, sure. Sure. Thank you again. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. Get back to tavern today if you want a drink.
Sure. Okay,
You
so
grab your equipment
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you go to Merbus's house. And right now you don't break the wall, I presume. You walk through the door.
Yeah.
but I think Agatha is still looking for this.
Yeah, to be around, maybe I
This
find
boy.
this little human thing with a bag of gold.
But the bright side is I spent almost all our money before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you walk in. There's a big room with two-sided staircase to the left and to the right on the second floor, and you hear the voice of Merbus. He's like, up here, young ones. I'm almost ready." And yeah, you scaled up the ladder, and you look at him. He has a very big circle with some weird runes, carvings, some candles, and so on. And there's a small boy running around. And Merbus says, "Charlie, be a good boy. Light this one and put down this one." And he puts two candles. And Charlie runs around, lights this one, puts this down, and he says, "Okay, now pass me this thing. Yes, it looks, yes, bluish one. Yes, come here. Yes. Oh, thank you."
Does he look in my eyes like the boy that ran away from me?
Well, now that you could look at his backside, yes, he kinda looks like the one who stole something from you.
Yeah, I want to grab him by his neck and hold him into the air and look him into the eyes.
Well, he's not right near you.
Yeah, I know.
So
I want to.
you want to chase him?
I mean, I would move
You want to sneak up to him? Yes.
near to him, yeah, and grab him unaware. Should at least try. So.
Okay.
But when he runs by doing the stuff,
Sure. So that would be dexterity.
Oh yeah, that worked good last
Just don't crash our ritual
Okay.
time. Well,
round.
not that bad. Not that
You
bad.
can do it, but you'll have to jump over the circle with magic runes in the middle of the room to grab the boy.
Oh, but
Don't do this.
I mean
Oh.
that would be too eager. I mean I don't want to put so much effort in chasing this little
Okay.
thing.
Okay, so before you know it, he notices
Yeah.
you. He walks around the circle on the other side, and he goes quickly to Merbus, and he's just like, I think I'm gonna go. Yep. Everything's ready. Martha is waiting for me. Yeah, sure. So I'll just go. And he quickly
So-
runs down the stairs.
Okay. So this is the one who stole our gold.
Merbus is
He
like,
looks like
what,
it.
what are you talking about? What gold? Ah, yes, you drunkenly lost your gold. Well, yeah, never mind. So are you ready to be turned into lizards or not?
Well, I guess so.
Every time we meet this young boy, we end up transforming into some creatures.
Somehow, yes.
Yeah, at least
Yes.
you.
At least this time you'll be able to willingly end it. But I'm warning you, you can end it only one time and you won't be able to transform back. So you have to actually get to the Demon Lord in the forms of the lizards. And after that transform. So, it's up to you. Step into the circle when you're ready.
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess
okay.
so.
let's go.
Okay, so you
Back to.
Back to hell.
Yeah. So, you both get inside the circle as Merbus is starting to do something. A guard from a wall storms in and she says, Master Merbus! Why? Why are you breaking my ritual? What's happening? Master Vicarius told us we need your help at the wall. They're attacking right now. And you hear bombardment in the background, like as if a whole bunch of fiery bombs just clash upon some sort of a wall. And Merbus is like,
I think we should hurry.
Yeah.
Merbus is like, damn it. I wouldn't be able to do it in time, but if I don't go, blast it. So boys, what do you say? Do we forsake this old city, or do we try to protect it?
Well,
If there's no city, if we return from hell, where's the use of it? So I say, let's kill some demons on this world, then kill demons in hell.
The guard near you is like, yes, it's a great idea. We could use some help on the wall. If you can kill demons, sure. We'll give you potions. Yeah. I guess. And Merbus says, okay, let's hurry then. Let me make a portal. And he starts to wave his hands a little bit, chants small thing, and a bluish portal appears, and he walks in. God is like, no, should we go? He looks at you both.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. And he walks in as well. I presume you both walk in. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they go
and
inside.
you teleport right near the wall, and the sound of breaking, blowing stuff up is just getting deafening. It's just like, and you see Vicarious on top of the wall. Looks like he's holding some kind of enchantment, some sort of a protective sphere or something, and he looks quite tired. Although Rodrigo is running around pouring some weird liquid on the walls, and Lydia is focusing the crystals on the specific parts of the wall to empower the barrier. Merbus quickly ascends the stairs and joins Vicarious. He puts his hands up as well, and you see that the barrier gets stronger, and Vicarious takes a sigh of relief. He's just like, ah, finally. I thought you wouldn't even show your face here.
Why would I do that? It's my city as well, you know?
Ah,
And
I
they
thought
start
you
again.
were too old for this shit.
I am too old, but I'm not useless.
And yeah, both of the mages hold the barrier. Vicarious looks at you back and he says, good, you're here as well. Get yourselves useful. Grab some weapons. I have a small plan how to break the siege. You ascend the stairs, you walk right near him, and what you see before you is at least 4 times more demons than you saw before.
Oh, shit.
The flying ones create ladders and they mount them onto the walls. The ones that are constructed to see into the future are meditating and mumbling something, probably coordinating the troops. And the ones who are greasily weird looking hideous beasts, they're getting into water. And you see as the water is changing, it starts to become gray as they are. And you see several weird looking crocodiles just float to the top of the water dead.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you see. And of course a whole bunch of imps trying to get close to the ladders that were mounted by the flying demons. So yeah, that is the cliffhanger we're going to end the session on.
Holy shit, nice.
And yes, the next session would be the siege of Erinbor.
Erebor, yes.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So guys, well, first of all, let's think of the wonderful questions. You didn't defeat any enemies, that's for sure. You did learn something new. You did actually learn the name of the demon lord, Viscerus, that is. And of course, you managed to buy some. Oh yeah, you were given actually very memorable treasures in the form of one secret potion and
Oh, yeah.
one
Yeah.
specific potion and one crystal, which is also specific in the use. So I guess you'll have -2 XP from that, and for every fail, of course.
Yeah, I already marked that.
Yeah, so that's a thing. And I guess right now, tell me what you thought of the session. Any suggestions?
Well,
Any critiques?
I love this one. A lot of storytelling, a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, I did try, yes.
It was great, especially with all the NPCs. I loved, I loved, and I loved the different characters.
Those guys reminds me some kind of characters you played the last session as a player. I believe it was a session held by our Agrata, by
Oh,
David.
yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah, I
world
remember
thing,
two talkative persons
Oh,
over
Rob
there.
and Bob, yes, Rob and Bob.
Yeah. It reminds me exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Especially with all the random stuff happening, the dwarves drinking competition, and it was really great. And
yeah,
now we got a siege on.
yeah, it's very
So
live city.
it was very cool. I really loved that one.
So I'll do my best to upload it
Oh yeah.
with the last session because I was too lazy, or should I say, very, very lazy to do that for some reason. I don't know why. And
So
yeah,
maybe that's just because it's a session in hell.
yeah, it was session in
Yeah.
hell. I was just like, nah, it's too hard.
Not important.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll try to do that, I think tomorrow. And yeah, if anything happens with the scheduling of next session, I hope nothing happens to the scheduling of the next session. But
Yeah.
if something happens, I'm just going to ask you, what do you think if we make it Saturday, maybe? Not Friday, but Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, I would be cool
Well,
with that.
Yeah.
any weekday looks better for me. So if you can move to some weekday, it would be better. But I'll try to make it on Saturday if you.
Okay,
need.
just tell me what time, just at what time is it comfortable for you
Oh,
on Saturday?
same time any weekday.
Oh, same time. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can, except for Sundays, I can do the time quite
Okay.
every day.
Okay.
So
Cool. I'll keep that in mind.
I
So,
guess.
gentlemen.
And I just
mhm.
want to tell in advance that I'll be going on vacation for 2 weeks. So it would be somewhere after 16th and for 2 weeks. So
Okay.
I might
Cool.
miss 2 sessions.
Okay. I get that.
I'll try to be in, but I think it depends
depends.
on
Yeah, it depends.
what kind
Yeah.
of connection I have.
Yeah.
Sure. So, gentlemen,
Cool.
thank you
Yeah.
for a great session.
Yeah. Same. Thank you.
And,
Yeah, thank you very much.
and we'll see you next time.
Next time.